very, very much. My name is Ileana Ros Lehtinen, and I do represent a chunk of paradise down in South Florida. The people from Lee's district eventually retire because they're tired of paying higher taxes, and they come to Miami, Florida. But I represent Miami, Miami Beach, Coconut Grove. It's just a remarkable piece of real estate. But thank you so much. As Lee said, thank you for your activism. Thank you for being here today. That means the world to us. It is indeed an honor for us, we've got some distinguished members of Congress and Lamborn too, so who are waiting to come up. What an honor to take part in today's commemoration of the 50th anniversary of the reunification of Jerusalem. It is perhaps more important now than ever that we mark this incredible achievement, this wonderful occasion, and we rededicate and reaffirm our strong support and commitment for Jerusalem, the ancient, spiritual, biblical, and historical capital of the Jewish state. May it always be so. It is important to always note that because, as we are all too sadly aware, the legitimacy of not just Jerusalem as Israel's capital, but of Israel itself is being challenged daily. As Lee pointed out, whether it's at the nation's capital, whether it's at our college campuses, whether it's at organizations like the United Nations, and it is there in the United Nations where we really see it played out, specifically in organizations or agencies of the UN like UNESCO, where that body, again, just last month, passed another anti-Israel resolution that seeks to sever Jewish ties to the Jewish people's eternal capital. Yes, and they want to do it with our tax money, to which we say no. As you know, UNESCO committed the dastardly act just a few years ago of admitting the non-existing Palestine state as one of its member states, and our U.S. law says if you do that, you will not get U.S. funding. Well, every year, the previous administration would come up to Washington to give them flexibility. That means let's circumvent U.S. law and let's give money to UNESCO. That would have opened up the floodgates. You would have had every agency or subset of the UN then admitting Palestine. So we said no, and we've been holding firm to our law from then on. And This is at least the third or the fourth such a resolution just in the past 2 years, and it is deliberate and with only one goal in mind: to deny the Jewish ties to Jerusalem and to make way for the holy city to be part of any future Palestinian state. That is the goal. We saw it when the Human Rights Council voted to establish a database that essentially legitimizes the BDS, boycott, divestment, and sanctions movement. And of course, we saw it last December when the previous administration failed to veto Resolution 2334 at the UN Security Council, which labeled Israeli settlements, including the Jewish quarter in Jerusalem, as illegal. And we stood silently by. So I have worked hard to push back against these efforts, but we all need to do more, much more. We've got a new administration. We've got Nikki Haley, who's doing a wonderful job, speaks with moral clarity. Thank goodness, and President Trump as well, because those who seek to harm Israel are looking to delegitimize the Jewish state. They're seeking to rewrite history. They want to deny Jerusalem as the home of the Jewish people. We must not allow that to happen. And that's why this anniversary, that's why you being here, all of that is so important, and that's why we should all use this occasion as an opportunity to redouble our efforts in support of Israel and in support of its eternal capital, Jerusalem. Thank you so much. Thank you.